the grand finals, but we'll check back in with you directly after to get your thoughts on how it goes down. First set will be Heist, Trav, bridge too far. We've seen it a couple of times today, but I've got to draw attention to the poll over at event.brawlstars.com. 57% feel like Zeta are going to take this one over Reply Totem. So going against the casting desk when it comes to the polls. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, you've got to question whether or not we've just got a lot of Polish people on event.brawlstars.com, or they actually think they're going to win. And honestly, I think it might be a hefty amount of Polish people, or people think it's the Japanese team.
Annie coming in again. I quite like it. I mean, Zeta made it work earlier, didn't they? With the 8-bit coming in as well, which could be a troublesome thing to make work now with the Brock side of Joker's first draft. Quite like the bans, though. I do feel like the bans make a lot of sense here. Does open the doors a little bit open to be another long-range brawlers, but the Bonnie being banned, the Piper being banned, I think that's solid for Reply Totem here. In all honesty, they can bring in Lola as well. That's going to be really good for being able to push forwards. Having that ego there for some tankability goes a long, long way.
Definitely so. Colette is coming in next, and obviously against an 8-bit, it's going to be pretty solid. Brock against the 8-bit is going to be pretty solid, and it might have a little bit of a tough time against the Nanny, which all members of Reply Totem will at the moment, but that's one lane. If you beat the other two, you're going to have that DPS advantage. Zeta Division do have this last pick, however, though, and maybe it'll be something long range again. But Piper, Bonnie off the table, and Bell as well. It's tough to say what they might bring, but surely won't be a tank or anything like that because of the Colette and the Lola. It's going to be Penny, and honestly, I'm not sure about you, but I haven't really seen Penny that much on this map.
Yeah, it's not, I don't know, in Heist for me, Penny. It's definitely a brawler that can work, but only realistically for me against teams that really struggle to hold their own in terms of control and map presence. And that is not a team like Reply Totem. They are a team that can really, you know, if they do lose control, come back from that situation. Would maybe prefer to see B and just kind of juggle those shots between the amplified shot on the safe and then earning that off the opposition yet again. It might struggle a little bit against the Lola matchup, but there's obviously the ability to swap those lanes, and let's see how Zeta fare it. I'm imagining we're going to be having the return to sender gadget again on Naoi's side, because that's what they were running earlier, but maybe not. Maybe they'll try to take Reply Totem by surprise and bring in the Warp Blast this time round. At the moment, so far, it's the first sign of damage from Maori as he does connect, but now he has got super here. He's going to go through it, and there is the Warp Blast. So I quite like that strategy. No doubt Reply Totem earlier would have clocked the fact that they weren't using it, and a lovely amount of value there from Geru, really bringing in the gadget there as well. Bit of a base race now, Trav.
Yeah, but who's it going to be ahead for? And it looks like it's going to be, just Zeta Division by 3%. A little bit unfortunate, as it's probably the worst match about the 3 against the Pen.
It's kind of unusual, though, to see a base race at such an early stage between these two teams. I mean, they're not necessarily looking to take a big gamble here. Nice pick from Gary. Oh, bit of a Warp Blast mistake there from now. He could have got a bit more value then, gone a bit more further forwards. And meanwhile, it's down to Meow to try to defend the situation. Joker going to be looking to get some damage. What's coming up behind Naui, and now the pinch between Mari and Joker was spot on perfect. Continuing the assault now, and yeah, this is a tough situation. We need to see more resolve here from Zeta and a chance to pick themselves up.
Yeah, I mean, with a bit more control and a bit more patience, it seems like Totem are going to be just a bit further ahead on this one, but we've got Salty Barrel and a turret just to tank all of Joker's shots, and it's going to be difficult as a Colette to get through it, but all 3 members of Reply Totem are respawning, and they do have to be a little bit cautious on the side of Zeta to not overextend and provide them with control once again, because they got a meaty push off the start, and they got a decent lead because of it.
Almost there, almost for now with the help of Geru, but now Joker pushing forward with the Gotcha Gadget in play, and Maru from the right-hand side, putting a great deal of pressure upon the situation here as Zeta are struggling to bring it back around. Nice there from Gary, putting down the damage booster. There's the extra credits as well combined with it. Some big damage going in now for Zeta, but on the right-hand side, Maru and Mari pushing through, and it's looking very, very good for them. Now he's got to do something about this. 3 versus 1. Surely he can't do anything now.
Oh, that was lovely from Mori as well. He saw the Warp Blast come in, jumped straight over the shot. They're going to be able to beat them in a normal game because they probably are just the better team.
Yeah, taking the chance for that base race at the beginning, but when they're a game down, just starting to play the more composed and methodical game here. Gary just needs to get that super ready. Wants the damage booster down, but ooh, be cautious here. Yeah, he does go down. A bit overzealous. Could have maybe played a bit more cautiously as this is where we've seen Zeta really struggling. They're just leaving bodies and not securing kills on the safe, and now we're on 168 HP. Gotta be surely resourceful here and try to heal up before bringing out the peep. Mario throws down the ego, pops the gadget as well for the freeze frame, and does manage to get some damage on the safe. Zeta are struggling in this one, Trav, massively so.
Yeah, really nice stuff from Reply Totem. I mean, they took an early loss in this set, and now they're just really making up for it. All three members survive here as well, but the splash from the Penny is not really going to be doing too much for him. Straight through the ego onto him, but this Incendiary and Brock splash damage is dirty. Joker's pretty much one shot off another super and does manage to get it. Marriage is heading around the right-hand side. Takedown from Mori there, really nice, and the turret's going to shortly go down along with it. Mori jumping to the right-hand side now, damage gear activated as well, and it's honestly fairly close in terms of percentage, only about 30% in it, but it's just a question of who's going to be able to keep control now.
There's connection there, and the pickup from Gary was on point as well. Now Gary has to come back. He's got to ensure that there's someone there to take care of Maori. Should Maori try to make a little dash for the safe here? Maori pushing back onto now on the left-hand side, and now swapping that between himself and Garu. Joker clears up the aisle in the middle, and now with the gotcha gadget in play, trying to connect with Meow, and does so just to survive a little bit longer. Penny turret goes down, Mary jumps away. Turret, though, not going to lock onto the safe just yet, and might even go down before it does so. There is a chance, a glimmer here for Zeta. If they can start to just confirm, Mary on this right-hand side and take care of Mario a little bit with some low HP, they could get the damage here.
I mean, Joker's just going for the supers on the 8-bit, which I find a little bit cautious rather than trying to juke up and use it on the safe, but shots getting onto their safe now as they're on the back foot. Jiro just trying to push up this mid, and no gadgets left for Joker. Range disadvantage. Turret being placed up by Jiro, and this might be enough for them to take this one down. The damage starting to come through now, and they're just 1% behind. Jiro low. They've got to get his tank off as well. He can't get it done, and they do get the teleport in and the safe down. Zeta Division going to
hold their own better, but I feel like Reply Totem going fresh and replenished into Hot Zone can definitely do wondrous things. But again, this is where Inso on the side of the coaching side of Zeta Division will have such a good idea as to what Reply Totem want to bring into a map like Ring of Fire. I mean, I'm kind of expecting the Megs to be banned here because it's surely, yeah, and straight away it is on the side of Zeta, along with the Poco and the Grey. On the side of Reply Totem, bans are Max, Penny, and Gus, and the early draft in for Reply Totem being the B.
I like it. I mean, B's always a very, very solid pick. Super versatile on a map like this, whether people take tanks, whether they take long range down the mid. It's pretty much got everything covered, and that's what I like about it. And with these bans, I mean, it's pretty much solidified as well. It would have been good against Meg, Poco, and stuff like that, but, I mean, you can never be too sure that someone's not just going to pull an Ash out of nowhere as the last pick and surprise you when you've already taken all yours, but it's definitely something they need to think about a little bit further on down the line. Zeta Division going to return with a pick of Janet, and I've said this time and time again today, it's just so versatile. There's just very few things that counter it.
Yeah, and a Brawler as well, which Reply Totem will bring in more often than not into the draft and play phenomenally well. For that same reason, they'll be obviously very skilled in going up against it, but it can just apply a great deal of pressure. Let's see what the follow-up is as well, but no doubt a great lane for me to be able to put down the drop the base into that little L-shaped square on the bottom left. It can just keep awareness of the bush, but also keep the pressure on and prevent the healing Lola coming in as well. A great mid to have, and could be then a reason to consider a Bell actually on the side of Reply Totem, but I think maybe not as well. Some other aggressive ideas are needed in the lane side, and I think that's probably more of a priority.
Yeah, I mean, I do think so as well, but can I go with the Bonnie? I'm not sure how I feel about that. The Bonnie on Ring of Fire is not something you see every day, but Crow, I mean, it's something we have been seeing all day, is definitely a much better pick than the Bonnie, I would say. And I mean, they've kind of left themselves a little bit susceptible to something a little bit more close range, because Bonnie's not really going to be able to deal with something on the lane too well. And I don't know if they just want to fully stack mid here with this Crow as well.
I'm not a big fan of the Bonnie pick, I'll be honest. No. I mean, ultimately, you can't jump on Janet. I mean, Lola, sure, but there's the ego to tank potentially there as well. Ruffs, over time, can just bring in everything to make your comp entirely stronger. It's a bit of a weird comp for me on the side of Reply Totem. Not a bad comp by any means. I mean, B, massively viable here. Crow as well, but that Bonnie pick is just seeping out a little bit for me as the weak area here. Let's see how Zeta respond with it, and see as the game gets underway as to how it's going to kind of play out. Which comp do you prefer here, Trav?
I mean, I'm kind of liking Zeta Divisions a little bit more, to be honest with you. I mean, they don't... I don't know. They don't really have the range that Reply Totem have, so they might struggle off the start. But once they start getting some supers and stuff like that, get the ego, go in with the freeze frame, then they might be able to tank a lot more and just maintain their mid just a little bit more. But that's a really nice hit from Joker off the start to get Jiro low, and Mori's just going to pursue that and get instant control of this bush.
Now he's trying to connect, but actually didn't touch Mari once. He'd then be healing up to more or less full HP now on the right-hand side. Drop the base again, so that's the second gadget being used by Gary there, who takes the skies and does get the pickup as well. Then able to apply pressure onto Joker, takes down the gadget, 12 HP above his head now, but somehow able to stay alive onto the zone, and that's what gets the objective and gets the win at the end of the day. And it's 40% of value now for Reply Totem to just the 2 of Zeta division. So in terms of the objective, despite Reply Totem taking a few more deaths along the way, they're getting it done.
Yeah, Meow just going to try and pick up this power up now, so then when he gets another, he can provide one to his teammates. No sandbags left, so he is going to fall to that Crow poison, and that's going to be a bit of an issue, but they do have control of the mid. Bringing it back slowly but surely, but Jiro not having the best of times against this body on the right-hand side. Jump comes in, and he doesn't have a super away, gets it just in time, but has been hit by that Crow fire, so going to be extremely low when he lands, meaning he has to retreat that little bit more, and Joker now going to reclaim mid because of it.
I like that Maru just took no chances there and secured the kill. Nice pinch between himself and Joker. But the Slowing Toxin didn't really serve to much avail. I'd like to see a bit more synergy between Maru and Joker in that respect, and just realistically getting that Slowing Toxin to allow those B shots to really pack even more of a sting with the amplified shot. But I don't think there's really much that Zeta can do now coming out and spawn. It's a really convincing first game for Reply to...
Yeah, I mean, maybe I doubted the Bonnie a little bit too much, because it has been pretty good against Janet on this side. Yeah, a lot of the time Joker has been pinching across and stuff like that, but that's kind of just the dual range that they have and they're bringing to the table. I've seen now able to juke up quite a lot now, though, and this is where Jiro needs to get in position and try to do the same as what Totem are doing to them, which is just pinching an excessive amount. Now getting some control of the zone. Joker extremely low. Jump comes in, but not going to make the connection onto Jiro. Does get him down, but both Joker and Maru are very low, and you'd hope Meow would get that kill a little bit sooner, as Joker now pretty much healed up, but instantly falls to a low HP once more, and Zeta division are looking much better this one.
Joker hung on for so long there, but taken down now. Maru with the pop of the gadget, just trying to maneuver his way around the situation here between being pinched between Naui and Geru. Now drop the base, will apply some pressure. Some shots for good measure. Not quite connecting with them though. He takes the skies now to try to finish off Maori. He might just do so as well with the slow, sluggish maneuverability of the body. But no. At the moment though, the scoreline, very much different story compared to the last game. It's now 35 to 33. So Zeta are starting to get some better results. Great timing there for Maori to be able to do that and to go on the assassination attempt, knowing that there's not really much of a defensive measure for it. And now it's the takedown of Gario as well. Now out of position as well. Now on that left-hand side, and should be clearly visible with the poison ticking down. Zeta have got to bring this back though, and they are doing so well.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really touched on Meow much this game, but he's just been in that position literally the whole time, and look how well he's doing, just getting so many connecting shots and just dominating that left-hand lane. It's been such a massive point in how Zeta division have had so much control of this map. Joker's always been under scrutiny from the left-hand side, and yet another ego available. It's just going to be thrown down just to tank that 3k, but you can't really complain about it too much as they've got such a big lead now. Just need to dodge a few more shots and the game will be over, but Joker just refusing to let him and getting some great connections.
Yeah, big taps there from Joker, really doing a lot of work and keeping Naui back, but this is balancing on a very thin bit of ice. Good slow there from Joker, balancing his time as well between both Naui and Meow, but it looks like for now, Zeta might be able to get this win here, unless Mari has got anything to say about this situation. Surely an ego now going to go down from Naui, which it does, and that's going to be it. Zeta's going to be taking that first game, and that's set to Zeta. If they don't pick the socks up and go back to their mindset in that first game of this set, this one could be going against them quite quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Zeta reverse swept earlier, and if they manage to get this one, they've got to be trying to prevent what they did to someone else. After start, Joker was able to eat so many of those shots thanks to the shield being provided to him by that honeycoat. Jiro being pursued by Mori, but a nice pinch coming in from now. He's going to take a 3k shot to the face because of it, but helping out his teammates did go quite a long way. Ego and freeze frame being placed down, and Meow once again just dominating the left, and it's so strong.
Yeah, beautiful freeze frame. I mean, it really counteracted what Joker was trying to do there. And just, it's unusual. It's really unusual to see Reply Totem struggling for the high ground as much as they are right now. They just cannot get out of this spawn. There's the honey coat going down from Joker, but there's nothing Reply Totem do. They just do not have an answer for this. Zeta are surely about to go up a second set unless Reply Totem get out of this pinch.
Well, in goes the jump, and thanks for another super. I'll just place it down and we'll just get rid of yours, and I will keep on getting this percentage because now he's just staying so strong on this point. Mori can't really be close to another one. He's just got back into this form. Freeze frame going to be popped, and all three coming down the mid now. Pinch from the back of Meow should be strong enough to get this game finished off. Jiro helping out as well. Flight available and should just use it. Try and get Joker down here, but looking for the pinch in. Can he get this finish? And if he does, then the game's pretty much over. 90% on the point now, and rising slowly but surely. Joker finding some connections. He doesn't want to give up on this just yet, but it looks like Zeta Division are going to go 2 sets up.
And Meow is just waiting for his chance on the left-hand side to just capitalize when the player's alone on the side of Reply Totem. Reply Totem seem flustered. They just do not seem focused on the objective at the moment, and it shows. Zeta Division go up a set. 2 sets now to 0. A surefire thing that they were going to be able to secure it. It's pretty much where they are very, very comfortable. I mean, they were like the first team last year in the EMEA region to win back-to-back grand finals, and we all know how unpredictable this region was last year. So going into Canal Grande then for Bounty, I think I'm pretty certain that we saw Reply Totem against Navi on this particular map earlier, and they did struggle there. What have they learned from their mistakes? They have banned out the Surge, and that was a brawler which was giving them a lot of problems. Banning out Lou as well would imply to me they might be considering here an Ash pick. Bringing the Poker in first, banning out the Ems, banning out the Surge. On the side of Zeta, banning out the Jean, the Grey, as well as the Penny, and the first pick coming in thick and fast.
Yeah, it should be up here just shortly, and honestly, they're either probably going to go for some quite hefty tank counters, or they're going to go for a tank themselves. They chose a Max, going to go for that speedy route and not allow Joker to have a Max behind him along with the tank, and it's probably a smart decision in itself as well. Need to pair this with something, and genuinely it might be something like an Ash. Take it out of the hands of Reply Totem, add it to the Max, and you've got a pretty winning combination.
I do like it. It's very aggressive what kind of Zeta are showing in terms of their first card. I do feel like they have to bring a tank in for this one, just simply because of the bans that Reply Totem are bringing in. So whether that's like Sam, or even just trying to steal away the Ash themselves, and they are going to go with it. I love it. I mean, there's definitely still the option of Reply Totem bringing in Sam, and I think that the Poker combo with that would go a long, long way. E potentially here as well is still an option, which teams could consider all the Carl to go in really early and get that blue star. It goes a long way to have that as a starting hand. Let's see as they bring in, well, they're going to be combining with this, but it's a great response. You can't deny it from Zeta.
Yeah, it really is. And yeah, generally Carl wouldn't be a bad option. We got Surge banned out, which is incredible against it. Jean with the knockback also banned out. They're going to go with the Otis, try to play the mute method, but at the same time, if this Ash gets control of the bush, then you're not going to be able to do too much. Buster, it's been a while. It has been a while, but it's back. And I'm not sure if it's good to be back.
Yeah, yeah, I was thinking the same. It was nerfed for a reason, and it was nerfed into the ground. I would have preferred to see the Sam here myself, if I'm honest. Or the Carl, actually, yeah. I don't know about Buster on Canal Grande now. It's been such a long time since seeing it, so maybe actually it's going to be absolutely viable here. Spike coming in now as the final pick for Zeta. I feel like they've got a decent comp, to be completely honest. I think the Reply Totem one's a bit more edgy, a bit less aggressive. Just the Max is going to bring so much to the side of what Zeta are running, but I think that Reply Totem might struggle here, Trav.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be one of those comps where we're going to totally eat our words and it'll absolutely dominate, or it will get absolutely dominated and we'll look like the smartest guys in the world, to be honest. But I'm just not sure. I'm saying the Zeta Division comp's better again. Like, I just think it's more well-rounded. It doesn't, heavily rely on the fact that they've got this Poco Buster composition of just healing. And with this gear that Spike brings to the table, they're going to be slowed down a lot as well.
I do like the start here from Reply Totem, just really utilizing the Buster, but it's taken out quickly. Now he was one shot away, though, but not the best of starts, really, was it, for what Reply Totem wanted to have happen here. Shooting fork for the heals coming in. Now he, though, is going to take such a great amount of HP to really be whistled down. Nice takedown there from Maru, and the shield push back there is going to force back Eru, and we'll have to regroup. Nice mute, beautiful mute there from Joker. Fantastic stuff, and can't quite finish the deal, but it will give Reply Totem a quick lead.
Yeah, I do like Meow's thought process there, though. Like, whilst Naui and Jiro were getting dominated on the right-hand side, he just goes for the flank whilst they're distracted and tries to play around the side, which he's been doing pretty much all game. But the mute and then the pull-in from Maru's gadget, really, really strong. He's got his super as well, and he's actually going to make Jiro kill himself. Meow, the only one surviving. And, I mean, 6 stars isn't a massive amount, especially on a map like this. If you get one spawn trap, it pretty much is turned around. The Zeta division on the back foot.
This is a big push, though. Oh, Garrett almost went down there. Screeching solo value coming in absolutely clutch, but there's a lot of stars in Joker's head. I mean, if the way that obviously Reply didn't have to be with this Buster Pick is to be really clustered up together, and that could mean a lot of stars going the way of Zeta if they get some point. Gary going the right hand, down the left-hand side. Oh, the value as well from the robotic rats. It could be coming crumbling down here if Reply Totem do not play this perfectly.
Oh, it's a close one. Oh, they get a heal off, though. The speed in behind from Jiro, just trying to stay away. Meow gets the fertilize, though. Can he get it down over the screeching solo clutches up on that side? Now he's got a heal. Jiro's got a heal. There's 5 seconds on the clock. I just don't think it's a possibility. 7 stars on Joker's head wouldn't even be enough. And Reply Totem are going to take the first game.
Heal, but everyone was very low. I think Joker was dancing around 150 or 180 HP, and just a singular curveball of any kind was going to see his demise. But let's see now as we go into a fresh one, and nice shielding straight away. Similar stories we saw before, but a lot going on here. Great value here from the Meow Super. Big hill coming in as well. Mario out of position though against now. He's surely going to lose this in case he can get away from the situation. Gary though as well out of position himself. Big star value for Reply Totem, 6-1 off the back of those interactions, and that is the start they wanted for this set.
Yeah, I'm surprised Meow just didn't fertilize himself when he was in that poor position there, and they're in the bad position again. Robotic Rat's getting some value, though. Now he's got this raged up Ash, but can't really do a lot with it. Gets one shot off and looking for assistance from Meow and Jiro, and he is getting it. Speed available now as well, and it's popped, but instantly turned around, and it's just a Buster Super, just stops everything, and then screeching solo through that'll go a really long way.
Uh-oh. Oh, Meow. Beautiful stuff. Oh, the cycling of that was
the third as well.
Absolutely spot on. Oh, really spot on. And he's got, this keeps going. But less value off the back of that one. And a healthy lead. It can't be denied. 6-star lead for Reply Totem and that blue star. The speed coming from Gary, but there's no pinch from the left-hand side. And this just means that everyone is just really clustered in this scenario. Miss Mark, though, could be a saving grace. But very little that can be done, in my opinion, unless they start to break away, which now they are.
Oh, the pinch as well. The super's there. Can they get the slow off? It doesn't hit, but now they're pinned in. Now he's got this raged up as well. Buster Super, but it's not in the direction of Meow. He can surely get the pinch round here. Got these stars over his head. Joker needs taken down. Mori, the super comes in. The robotic rats wipe the team. Zeta division get all 3. Jiro just needs to retreat, but doesn't want to go too early. 7 seconds on the clock, and surely they just walk backwards, and they're fine. He's fine even if he goes down, but now he puts himself in a tough position. They secure it. Zeta division are going to match point.
It's a problem, but if you do get the value like that with this strategy that we're seeing from Reply Totem, when it works, it works. But when it doesn't, you're giving away every single star above your head. In Bounty, you can't do that.
Jiro, speed available already, and this is honestly as bad as a start as this looks for Zeta division. It's better than the previous games they've had. Super in hand from Meow, and looks like he wants to just throw it out over this side and try to get some value on it, and he would get a lot, but the screeching solo comes through. Buster Super as well. Now he just has to retreat, but Mew is missed, and he survives. Lives to fight another day.
Wow. Let's see how Zeta division starts to reset this one, as so much happened in the last game, and such a different pace at the beginning here. Nice shielding again from Maru coming behind there now. He pop up the gadget as well for good measure. So many stars above Maru's head, and that is a great thing for now, but a big concern for later if they are not able to learn from those past mistakes. Joker just surviving here, but for how long? Goes down. 3 stars to the 6 of Reply Totem. Zeta could be on the way here to a game which secures their first monthly final win of the year. And look, the same thing yet again. Everyone punched into the corner, and they've got to get out of this situation. Reply Totem are in banging trouble here, Trav.
I mean, the mute was missed as well. It's the same position as last time. A cactus up, Meow on the left, and the pinch in. Does have the Buster Super now, though, looking to try and keep it off. Super comes in, the slow's there, and the pinch from the right-hand side. Screeching solo's missed as well. Now he's looking for the opportunity. He gets the speed. They get the shots in. The rage is there as well. They've got the lead, and they just need to retreat. Meow cannot overstay his welcome here, but doesn't want to retreat too early.
There's so much time here to the side of Zeta Division, who are just trying to hold off this push. And if they can get a takedown along the way, they'll absolutely secure their first monthly final win of the year. Everyone on the side of Reply Totem so incredibly low. The speed coming in, and surely it is all over. Zeta Division are our first